Welcome back, everybody. This is Out of the Park Baseball 24. If you are watching us on youtube.com/Brian Involved, welcome. This is episode 1 of our Cubs rebuild and Out of the Park Baseball 24. If you're watching this live on Twitch, thank you as well. So if you want to watch this entire episode in its full entirety, go over to twitch.tv/Brian Involved if you are watching this on delay. So over on YouTube, we'll cut it down, give you just the most exciting parts, and just give you a much smaller bite-sized version than the elongated Twitch version of this. So welcome. If you missed our Perfect Team stream yesterday, you can also check that out in our YouTube archive, as well as the full-length episode over here on Twitch at the moment. But in the meantime, let's just get started and start our brand new Cubs franchise. And we are here. Oh, look at that. See, at least I got the beard right. This isn't new, but it's cool. So if I didn't want to see goals on the screen, I could click that, and then I can go to let's go to our team staff for fun, whatever. And it'll show my entire staff here. And this can be your home screen if you want it to be. So if you want to keep an eye on your staff here, Carter Hawkins is the assistant GM. Andy Green's our bench coach. Pitching coach is Tommy Hadavi. Mike Napoli down there. Willie Harris, the third base coach. I'm sorry, Grandpa Rossi, but I'm the new manager, so sorry. A couple of year experiment is over now. And Tom Ricketts, owner. So that's true to real life. You have your real owner in there, and they kind of are your... if you do poorly, they will make sure you know, because you'll be gone. We're not gonna keep his team staff. I want to see what the goals are for now. I'll probably change this because, like 2026, it's way too far. If I'm gonna have goals on here, I want them kind of be a little more in the now. Don't suck completely this season. So that's interesting. So we can. I need to find out how exactly, but you can argue these goals. So if you think a goal is maybe too unrealistic, you can change that. So don't suck completely. Goals team record. So that's very vague. There's not really a very, hey, go 500 or finish not last, that kind of thing. Build your farm system. This is important regardless. Right now, we need to get to top 6. We are at 24th, which definitely reflects real life because Cubs farm system is not the greatest. There's a couple bright spots down there. So you got Brendan Davis. Christopher Morel, if he can cut down the strikeouts in real life, could be good. David Bodie's kind of back and forth. We'll see. And of course, PCA, Peter Crow Armstrong is someone that's definitely being someone that is I had a close eye on. All right. So very excited to see how those players develop within this game and also real life, since I'm actually a Cubs fan. Well, let's take a look at this. So improve staff cohesion. Discuss. So here's the ability to change it. Right now, the current goal is improve staff cohesion. A new proposed goal is improve your fan interest, which I think is a good real life one, because right now fan interest is not as high as it was, say, a few years ago when you had the core of Anthony Rizzo, Chris Bryant, Javier Baez. So you're only allowed to whatever gives you that option. So as you can see, this says declined. We aren't going to improve staff cohesion anymore. Year issue for improving your fan interest, 2023 is the year is issued, and target years for 2025. So we have a couple years to improve that, which I think is fair. Check out our lineups. And I know some people are very traditionalist, I guess is the best way of putting it, but as someone who plays video games, I am so glad there's no more 4 lineups I have to worry about. It's just 2. It's so much easier. Lineup versus righty, lineup versus lefties. That's it. And again, it is what it is. But this is our current lineup. I weep for the real Cubs because this could be a very, very rocky season. But currently, this has Nico Horner leading off, Dansby Swanson, Eric Hosmer at first, Matt Mervis DHing, Patrick Wisdom at third, Ian Happen left, Trey Mancini at right, Jan Gomes catching, Cody Bellinger at the bottom in center field. Wisdom, I think I'm probably going to swap Happ and Mervis, at least in the right lineup here. We'll see how the first couple games go with Hosmer there. Horner I like there. Mancini, I'm a big fan of Trey Mancini. I'm hoping he does it really well in this game and in real life because, again, easy guy to root for, man. And as someone who likes the Orioles, very much like Trey Mancini as a part of that organization, I hope, I was very happy that he got signed by the Cubs, and I hope that he provides some very good baseball for us in Chicago. Looking at against lefties, got Madrigal, Nico Horner, Eric Hosmer again, Patrick Wisdom. See, Wisdom I'm probably actually going to take out. I'm not sure who I'm going to put there instead. Maybe Morel. He's a little better against righties. And Tucker Barnhart you need to put in the lineup, right? Well, we got Barnhart for him. They're not going to use him. He's a switch hitter, too. I'm going to use... Youngham's better defensively, but he's also up there in age. So let me do this. Go to strategies for Jan Gomes. I want to make sure he's not playing benchman fatigue. Let's go with 45%. And perfect. So right now, I'll keep Jan Gomes as is. We'll see how that works. If he is just garbage at the plate, then we'll see what Tucker can do. He can't play third. I don't want Swanson at third. I got Bodie up here. Let's put... Because I want Chris Morel to get some at-bats. So we'll put him there. But we'll flip him and... Screw it. Let's see. Let's just give Bellinger that shot. He's going to need to prove himself. I like it. I like that. I mean, I like it for what I can do. Yeah. I think that's what we're going to do here for our two lineups. Velasquez, great potential here. 5-star potential. I like that. We need to get him some reps too. So against lefties, I think I'm going to put him in. Let's put Velasquez in down there. See how he does. Do I want him in center, though? Probably put Happ out there if that makes more sense. Yeah, his center field is 45. Better right fielder. What's Happ at? 40. Ooh, okay. Well, leave it as is for now. What's his speed? 55. Okay. Well, we'll try. We'll see how it goes. But I want to see what the kid can do. See what he can do. I don't like Wisdom. Let's put Happ at batting third. I feel better about that against lefties. All right, let's take a look at our pitching lineup here. Or bullpen, if you will. Stroman, Justin Steele. I forgot we signed James Talon. So we're without Hendricks for a while, which he's kind of on the downswing anyway, so that's probably fine for now. Stroman, I'm fine with him starting. Steele is our only lefty. Oh, man. That is a rough starting five. It's a rough bullpen. Like, this is such a rough bullpen. I do not recognize most of these names. Eber Alzolay, he's now in the bullpen, which I'm all right with. Probably long relief, but he is what it is. I want Alzolay to be the emergency starting pitcher. All right. I'm going to have to be cool with that. I really have no frame of reference for how they're going to do. So we just got to let it roll. See how it goes. And all right. So now we get to start our game here. Take a look at those lineups. Garrett Mitchell, Luis Urias over at third. Willie Adames at short. Roddy Tellez. William Contreras. Jesse Winker, Brian Anderson, Christian Yelich, and Bryce Terang. And on the bump will be Corbin Burns. He'll be taking on Marcus Stroman, as we alluded to earlier. And then here's our lineup as we are taking on Corbin Burns. So we got Nico Horner, Dansby Swanson, Eric Hosmer, Ian Happ, Cody Bellinger, Matt Mervis, Trey Mancini, Yan Gomes, and Christopher Morel. And it is time to start the game. 40 degrees. Wind is blowing in here at Wrigley, so. And pitch to contact. And this one ripped to right, and that one's in for a base hit. Pitch to batter. This one ripped to right. That's going to be a run. Ugh. Jeez. Off to a great start. Roddy Tellez with a run-scoring triple. It sure looks like it. That sucks. Off to a great start here from Stroman. And that one squeaks by Yan Gomes. Throw to the plate is not in time. So it's 2-0 lead here for Milwaukee. Start things off. Not good. Ball 4. Jeez. Not a good start for Stroman. Oh my goodness. A second one? Dude. What in the hell is going on with Marcus Stroman? So runner at second. 1-0 count on Winker. This one ripped to center, and Bellinger plays in front of it. Throw to the plate. Why would you do that? 3-0 start here in the first. Yikes. And strike one. Inside, ball 4. So 2 walks here in this inning from Corbin Burns, and the Cubs have the most base runners they've had in the first 2 innings. Christopher Morel will dig in. Full count. Runners go. Is this going to be enough to score? And it will. Cubs are on the board. Make it 3-1. Chris Morel, after kind of missing that weird hit towards him earlier today, knocks one in and makes it a 3-1 ball game. So runners on the corner here with Nico Horner digging in. And he's looking to make up for that error earlier. And he'll swing and miss, strike 3. But the Cubs, despite just 1 hit in this inning, do scratch a run thanks to a pair of walks. It is 3-1 after 2. Digging this time. This one sent to right field, and a run will score, make it 4-1. Runners on the corners again. As he looks at ball, or excuse me, strike 1. Catches the outer half of plate. Bellinger strikes out. A huge strikeout. Bellinger was in the best situation there. Lefty versus righty matchup. 2 men on in scoring position, but here we go. And here comes mashing Matt Mervis. See what he can do. And he'll look at ball 4. So the Cubs load the bases here, and the tying run is now on. And Hobie Milner will come in relief. Take on Trey Mancini, who comes up in a big spot. Lefty versus righty matchup. Mancini checks a swing, but it does go around. And Mancini sends this one through the infield, and the Cubs have added 2 runs on Trey Mancini's single. And that's the kind of stuff I wanted to see Trey Mancini do. Come up big in a spot like that. 4-3. Makes it a 1-run game here in the 6th. That brings up Yan Gomes. 1 out for the Cubs. Gomes sends this one mile high. Should be easily playable. And it is. Out in number 2. That one looked in by Christian Yelich. Brings up Christopher Morel. Strike 1 low. Ball 1. Ball 2. Ball 3. Corners on deck. And another walk. So the bases are loaded once again for the Cubs as they look to take the lead here. Or at the very least, tie it. Here comes Nico Horner. As he checks his swing, it's still a strike. Horner 0 for 3 today. This is a huge spot he can come up in. 0-2 count. Here we go. And a base hit, and he gets jammed, and that one is going to tie the game. We are tied up at 4. And Nico Horner comes up in a huge spot, and the Cubs have scored 3 here in the 6th. That kind of freaked out there for a second if you're watching this. Oh, my goodness. I kind of wish it did that notification. It might have. It did freak out. So if it didn't freak out, it might have done the notification after you saw the hit happen. The bloop single did score a run and is now 4-4. So Dansby Swanson comes up, and he's been doing good. He's been driving the ball pretty well. Had a leadoff double. Start off the game. 2-0 count. Make it 3-0. And Swanson's going to take. 3-1. He's going to take again. Make it count full. Here we go. Runners move. This one's through. Base hit. Cubs take the lead on Dansby Swanson's second hit of the day. And it's a now 2-run lead for the Cubs. It's 6-4 here in the 6th inning. 5 runs have come through. And Garrett Mitchell pops this one up. Cody Bellinger on the move, and that one is out of here. So the very first at-bat Drew Smyly comes in for, and he gives up a monster home run. And the Brewers back within 1. Garrett Mitchell's first home run of the season. That's the first home run we've seen of the game. Cubs still lead it. Jose Urias grounds this one to third. Morel over to Hosmer in time for out number 1. Willie Adames at the plate, and he smashes this one deep to left. Ian Happ going back to the wall, and that one's out of here, and we are tied up. It's the second home run of the inning, and not the best of starts for Drew Smyly's 2023 campaign. What happened here? And Smyly got hurt, actually. How about Bellinger will go down swinging. Like I said, not much of a surprise there. Matt Mervis, also a lefty. See how this goes. And he gets plunked by a pitch, so Mervis will get to first base here in the 7th. And he's all right. I'll bring up Trey Mancini. And Mancini sends this one deep. This one giving a ride out of here. And Trey Mancini has 4 runs batted in here on opening day. And wow, that's exactly the kind of start I wanted to see for Trey Mancini. And a 2-run home run gives the Cubs the lead here in the 7th. So those 2 runs given up, brought right back for Trey Mancini. His first home run as a Chicago Cub. 1 strike. Grounded towards the middle infield, and we have a 1-run game as scoring will be Mitchell. Or excuse me, not Mitchell. Anderson. Full count, 2 outs. Luis Urias will take a walk. And the bases are loaded, and that'll be it for Rowan Wick. And in comes Michael Fulmer. Things getting a little dicey here in the 8th. Cubs. It's a 2-0 count. This one hit high in the sky. Cody Bellinger has space out there, and he'll look at him for out number 3. And Contreras, big spot here. Grounded to second. Horner over to Swanson, over to Hosmer in time, and it's a double play. Huge play there. 1 out away. Jesse Winker. Full count, 2 outs. Grounded to Horner. Horner over to Hosmer. Cubs win! And Cubs with a huge victory with an 8-7 win here at Wrigley Field on opening day against National League Central rival, the Milwaukee Brewers. And an 8-7 victory saw a 5-run 6th inning, big inning. And very proud to say that today's player of the game is Trey Mancini. Mancini, as we already know, went 2 for 4 today, 4 runs batted in. He had that 2-run single back in the 6th. Huge play that was. And then the 2-run home run that gave the Cubs the lead in the 7th and would be the deciding factor, making it 8-7. So that was awesome. But let's go to our schedule here. Autoplay until April 2nd. Hosmer got injured, man. There's 2 injuries already. That's not good. We're 1-1, so we lost the second game. How'd that go? Team schedule 3-7. Yeah, that's unfortunate. See how everyone did. Horner went 1 for 4. Swanson went 1 for 3 with 2 runs batted in. Hosmer was 1 for 4, and then Madrigal came in. I must have got that hit and then came in, ran for him. Happ 1 for 4. Bellinger 1 for 4. Mervis 0 for 4. Mancini again 2 for 4. So he's off to a good start. I love it. I really do. I'm so glad that's happening. Gomes 0 for 3, and then Morel 1 for 4. So Gomes is batting exactly like I thought he would. Horner, I don't like him leading off. We're going to put Swanson there regardless. Any home runs in this game? Dansby Swanson. There he is. How about it? Awesome. So Swanson had one. He's off to a thrilling start as well. How do we do pitching-wise? Justin Steele lasted 2 innings. Holy smokes. Oh, there it is. 5 runs in that first inning. So kind of like my first inning, was just 3 runs right away. Oh, boy. We got some injuries to worry about, so we'll take care of all that fun stuff eventually. Let's go ahead and save this game. Make sure it's there when I want to come back. That is awesome. If you are with us still, don't forget to follow here on Twitch so you can get up to date when we do go live. More Out of the Park baseball coming here in the near future.